Jesus said in verse 4, said, if anybody trespass against you 7 times in a day, even and 70 times in a day, turn again and say, I repent, I forgive you. So the disciples said, Jesus, this one you're asking for is beyond us. Increase our faith. It gave them 2 examples. So number 1, it's not how big your faith is. Faith by itself, no matter how small, is potent. If your faith is even as small as a seed, it can move the mountains in your life. Number 2, faith needs to be used. Say if you have a servant and you come home, you're hungry, even though the servant just helped you on the farm, when he comes home, you will tell him, I need to eat. And that servant will deal and will do for you, will serve you because he is a servant. In other words, you also tell you that faith is a servant and that faith needs to be used. So there is a faith of God. And I'm not talking about spiritual gift of faith. I'm not talking about something you have to pray for. And I'll show you in scripture something that you have right now that you need to use. In Mark chapter 11, the Bible talks about Jesus in verse 12. He saw a fig tree, we know the story, and then he couldn't find fruit of the tree, and he spoke to the tree. And then he said, no man will eat of you thereafter. That's in verse 14. In verse 20, in the morning, the disciples came and they saw that the tree had dried up. And they said, Peter calling to him and said, you master! Oh my God, your faith is working. You spoke yesterday, it has happened today. But Jesus responded in a way. He didn't say, that's what I've been telling you guys. When you were sleeping, I told you to stay with me and pray. You were snoring. I was on the mountain praying. And that's why you can see the evidence of a man of faith. I'm just trying to show you guys that faith is amazing. But what did Jesus say to Peter? He said, have the faith of God.